type of world. We all need the clowns to make us smile. Through space and time, always enough.
So what's up, man?
What up?
And it's great to finally meet you, for real, man.
Yeah,
I've been
too.
looking forward to this day since the first day you answered me back, for real, to be completely honest.
Well, I appreciate it.
I was like, damn, man, that's dope, man, because I get some people that do answer me back and then some of them that don't.
Yeah.
So when I do get an answer, I'm like, oh, my God, yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was dope, man. That's sweet. So how was your trip, man?
It was good. It was wet.
Yeah.
It rained from just about the time we got outside of town
Yeah.
all the way up. Hard.
You're in Nashville, right?
Yeah,
Or
we're just outside of Nashville. We're in Hendersonville.
Okay.
That's my hometown. So
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So for the people that don't know, we're with Jesse Keith Whitley, man. He's doing his thing right now. Just had a single drop yesterday.
yeah, single dropped yesterday. Album dropped today.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, look, I'm slipping, man. What
yeah.
the hell?
Yeah.
Damn you guys. No, I'm joking.
But
No,
yeah, it
that's
dropped
great.
today and it charted it. It came in at number 18. So
Yeah.
that's the second album I've released.
Oh,
So
man.
it came in, at a decent number. We're happy with it. At least it was charted.
Yeah,
you know.
that's great. Sometime throughout the show, if you don't mind, I might play some of it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, that's great, man. I got a couple of questions for you. So where are you from? Let the people know where you're from.
I'm from Hendersonville, Tennessee, which is about 20 miles northeast of Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So I guess that's where you grew up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
What was it like growing up there?
Man, it's so funny. We were talking about it the other day, how much different the kids growing up now are from us. I mean, Monday through Sunday, we had 2 hangouts in town. You could always find everybody sitting in the parking lot, hanging out, throwing the football, just being,
Yeah.
You don't see anybody anymore.
No, you don't.
I mean, we had it made back then. There's no way these kids could get away with what we got away with back then.
Not
There's
at all.
absolutely no
the reason
way.
I say that is because we find out everything our daughter does.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they can't get away with nothing.
No, not at all.
Nothing. Yeah, that's great, man. That's the small town feel.
Yeah, for sure.
Even Lexington, where I'm from, it's a small town.
Yeah.
And it was the same way. You can go downtown on the weekends, and that's where everybody hung out.
Yeah.
I mean, you would find
Yeah.
90%.
Whoever
of the
you
teenage
needed to
crowd.
find was there.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
So that's great, man. So, have you always wanted to be in the music industry?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, in some way, shape, form, or fact, I always have been.
Yeah.
Uh,
Definitely.
I wanted to be a cop at one point, but that got thrown out the window. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And nothing's wrong with being that, man. Like, especially now you like to smoke bud.
Yeah.
So that would have been a hard thing to do.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Exactly.
look
That
at
went out
Jesse.
the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went out in the smoke.
Yeah, that's right.
So are you signed with a record label, man?
No, I'm not.
So the reason I started off with that, but it's really just to be like, what is your take on record label these days? The internet has changed everything.
Yeah.
So I like to get everybody's aspect of that.
Yeah, I think, how do I, I'm not I mean, they're the boss if you're with a label. It's
Yeah.
hard to be able to just kind of tell them, hey, this is what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
This is the way we're going to do it. And that doesn't usually go too well. But me personally, I think we're good doing our own thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. The internet, again, has changed everything. You can put everything out yourself. I mean, not saying you don't necessarily need a team. I personally think people need teams.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right.
You can't do it without a team.
Yeah, man. What is your favorite genre of music, man?
That's a hard question to ask, man. My favorite genre would probably be, rock.
Yeah.
Like Godsmack,
Okay.
Five Finger Death Punch,
Yeah.
Disturbed.
That's awesome, man.
Just that stuff. I love that shit.
Man, it's crazy because, let me tell you, 60 to maybe 80% of people that I interview, their favorite genre is something different than what they do.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm all the time.
For sure.
Like mine, is R&B, but
Yeah.
I mainly do hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's weird, man.
Oh,
So
yeah. No, I
always
get it.
ask that question.
Yeah, that's such a hard question though, but I totally understand why anybody would want to know the answer to that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. So do you play any instruments?
I do.
What do you play?
The guitar.
Guitar?
Yeah.
Is there any instruments that you wish you knew how to play that
The
you don't?
keys.
The keys?
For sure.
Oh, man. I got a hell of a keyboard player.
100%. My keyboard player's a badass.
Really?
And I love the piano. I love keys. I love the organ. I love all that.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up in a Catholic church, so Sunday mornings, that was what you were hearing.
Yeah.
Was the organ and piano, and
Yeah.
every now and then a little old lady who couldn't sing in tune singing behind you, you know. But
That was great, man. So playing
yeah,
the
I would
keys,
definitely
man.
love to. I would still love to learn how to play a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man, and do you ever get on YouTube and just say, you know what, I'm going to try to play today?
like as on my guitar.
No, on
Well,
keys.
I don't have a keyboard, so
Oh, okay.
I mean that could be a good place to start, I guess. But
Man, YouTube will teach you how to do anything.
oh yeah, there's no doubt. Like I get on YouTube a lot. Like I'll hear a song and I'm like, I'm gonna learn that.
Here before too long, there'll be how to date videos
Probably.
on YouTube.
I'm sure there probably already
There's
is.
everything.
Yeah,
There's everything.
yeah.
So what's your take on today's country music, man?
It's not country.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there is real country out there.
Man,
That's for sure.
definitely so. Because the main reason I asked that question, you know, like I said, I sat down and listened to every song that I could personally find of yours. And the whole time that I was listening to, I'm like, this is the country that got me falling in love with
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
This is the type of country music that my mother listened to, that I used to listen to in the car with her. Not saying that old fashioned by no means, but to me, that's the good country.
Yeah, you should listen to the new album.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to. Hey, make sure y'all check that out, because I've listened to the one that was already out and then the single,
Yeah,
because there was one that it would already let me listen to on
yeah,
the album.
yeah.
I cannot remember the name.
Faithfully.
Yes. Yeah, the Journey.
By Journey, yeah.
cover. Yes, man, that was great.
That was awesome. Man, you know, that started out as that was just a Christmas present for my mom.
Yeah.
Because that was like her and my dad's song. And so
Yeah.
I was trying to think of something. I mean, she's a hard person to buy for. So
Yeah.
that's what I did. I went in with her band and did it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was never supposed to be like a track on the album. Like, that's not what we, you know, and then it came out so good. We were like, oh, that's
Man,
got to go on the
It was
album.
great. You know, I wasn't doubting it by no means, so don't
Yeah.
take this the wrong way, but it really was really good.
Well, I
was
appreciate
like,
it.
Wow.
Well, that's a hard song to sing, too.
Very hard.
You know?
Man, have you seen the new lead singer? Well, you ain't really new to it now, but Arnel Fernanda.
Yeah, dude, he's a badass.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't that nuts?
Yes.
That blew my mind.
Oh,
man.
me too.
That blew my fucking mind. I was getting cold chills, and I was like, this dude was singing Journey and didn't even know what it meant.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah, like I watched a big
Yeah.
documentary on him, man. He did not even know English.
Yeah.
So he was singing these songs passionately, not even knowing what the fuck he was saying.
Not only that, but when they went to find him, they couldn't fucking find him because he didn't have a phone. He didn't have a fucking address. Like, they had no idea where to find this dude.
Nuts, man. It still blows my
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
But it's crazy though. You know, the music world needed him, and they got him.
Oh, 100%.
I always say music finds a way, man.
100%.
So, who is your favorite hip hop artist? Or should I say, do you listen to hip hop at all?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, who is your favorite hip hop artist?
Now or old?
Either, man, either. Or both. Because I got a both, you know.
Man, I don't know.
It's a hard one, man.
Come back to me on that one.
All right, we'll get
Come
back.
come back to me on that. Let me think.
Who's your favorite country artist?
I mean, my dad, you
Yeah.
know, my parents,
Yeah, man, that's
for sure.
that should have been your answer, man.
For sure.
Dude, because there's no
Now,
way.
outside of my parents, favorite country artist,
Yeah.
man, I'm a Cody Johnson fan.
Okay.
I like Cody.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's really anybody out there right now who can out-sing Cody.
Yeah, man. He's
Personally, you know. So, but he's definitely number 3 behind my parents.
great. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to top your dad. Your mother's great too.
Yeah.
Look, last night, whenever the wife was in the shower and I was shaving and stuff, and she was like, "Oh my God, his mom's song was one of my go-tos when we was arguing every time."
Which one was it?
That one.
You know, I actually went into the studio to cut that. I was going to do like a male version of that.
So, what is your take on this new country rap scene? Like, honest opinion.
I like it. I think it's cool. I think collaborations are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Anytime we can take one genre and mix it with another genre, I think it's cool, you know.
Yeah,
and if it's not your cup of tea, then don't fucking listen to it. But you know that you don't have to, you know.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's putting down your fucking whatever the hell you're listening to. You know, I mean, that's the thing about music. Like everybody has a different style of music.
And it's just a reflection of self. You know, like people do this stuff to. At least I know why most people that I listen to do music, because I can feel that passion.
Yeah.
And feel the connection that they have with what they're singing.
Yeah, for sure.
They're going through it.
Yeah,
know,
absolutely.
So it's a stress reliever.
Yeah, and you know, real recognizes real, man. You know, so you get two guys from two different genres that are real as fuck and lay it down. Yeah. And just I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. It did take a minute to have to grow on me, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
You know, because I was just so new to it. But it's grown on me so much quicker than the new rap has. And I'm a hip hop head. Yeah. You know, the new rap to me is so fucking bad, bro. Like, it blows my mind how some of these. Yeah, like it's crazy. It blows my mind, man. Yeah. So, but it's definitely growing on me. Yeah, for sure. You know, are you an Upchurch fan? Yep. Definitely, man. That's awesome. He's an amazing person.
Yeah. We actually, I'll just let you in on a little secret. Okay. We did a song a while back. Okay. And been looking for the right time to release it. We're probably going to release it here soon.
I can't wait to hear that fucking thing, man.
Yeah, it's fucking badass. Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be badass. Yeah, so I can't wait,
it's fucking dope, dude. For sure.
I'll ask this question, and then I would like to play a couple songs or a song off the album. So, what is your favorite concert memory of you out on the road?
Like with my shows or any concert in general?
Any concert in general, man, or your shows, either way.
My co-producer's here with me, and he also co-wrote and wrote a lot of the album that's out now. Yeah. I was selling merch for my mom at the time, and he sells merch for Mark Chestnut. And so at the time, my mom and Mark Chestnut and Joe Diffie were doing a Country Unplugged tour. It was all acoustic. And Chestnut had two of his guys, and Diffie had two of his guys, and my mom had three of them. Yeah. And they were all on stage at the same time, and it was like a round. It was a fucking great show. I think each artist did like 5 songs a piece or something like that. Well, we were in shit. Do you remember where we were at? Because you know the story I'm telling. It was Phoenix. Yeah. No, I'm talking about the one where Joe and Mark made me come out and do that song. So anyway, they made me come out and do this song. They made me come out and do one of my dad's songs. Yeah. And it wasn't that they made me, but it was the fact that my mom didn't ask me. My mom wasn't like, hey, do y'all care if he comes out and does a song during the show? And it was a sold-out crowd. It was 3,800 people, something like that. Yeah. And the crowd was great. They were rowdy. They were having fun. And so Joe said something, and he said, yeah, isn't your son here? And my mom was like, yeah. And Mark said, get him out here. Let's do a song with him. And by this point, I'm like, holy fuck. They've asked me to come out. It's a lot different, you know. Yeah. So I go out and I do Don't Close Your Eyes. And, man, there was lighters. There was flashlight. There was lights everywhere. I'm talking everywhere.
I couldn't even imagine.
When I got done, when I hit the last note of that song, there wasn't one single person in that crowd that was not standing up. Oh, man. And they were loud as fuck.
They set the fucking hook, didn't they?
Yeah, they fucking did. And, man, there was just something special about that moment. You know, I mean, yeah, I walked on stage in Wheeling, West Virginia, and there was 92,000 people in the crowd opening for Rascal Flatts. And that moment was way cooler than that. Oh, man. Yeah, it was fucking great.
That's amazing, man. That's fucking awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine, really. What has been your craziest thing that has happened to you on stage?
Man, the craziest thing that's ever happened to me on stage was the night I did my Grand Ole Opry debut. It was actually 5 years ago today. It was May 9th, which is the day my dad passed away. Yeah. And so I was doing 2 songs. First time ever playing the Opry. I'd played at the Ryman a few times, but I had never actually done the Grand Ole Opry at the Opry House. And that's where I grew up. You know, my mom grew up at the Ryman backstage there. I grew up in the Grand Ole Opry House, and that was, you know, to me that was like, holy fuck, this is happening. You know, It was a sold out crowd that night. My mom was on the show. So I get ready to go on, and we had some kind of bad weather coming through. And as soon as I walk on, the power went out.
Wow.
And we never stopped. We never stopped. I mean, the power was on and off, you know, off and back on like immediately.
Yeah.
But you could see the whole house went dark and like that. And so after we got done, I just said, you know, that was just Dad showing up for the and man, they just fucking erupted. Yeah. They were like, holy shit, you know, it clicked in their head, you know, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we hadn't really had it. I mean, you know, I could tell you about the 9,000 fights I've seen in the crowd during shows but everybody talks about that shit.
Yeah, man, we gotta.
You know, everybody's. If you're playing any sort of bar, you've seen a fight in the middle of your show.
You've seen a fight
so,
if you're on stage, you've seen a bunch.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
You get like top row seats.
Yeah, for sure. You've got bird's eye view of everything that's going on.
Yeah, man, that's great. So, what does a writing session look like for you? You know, like whenever you like get this idea, you're like, you know what, I need to write. Like,
I call that man right there.
That's awesome.
And
man.
I'm like, hey, let's fucking write this.
Yeah.
And we'll either write it over the phone. Like, we've been known to write shit. Like, when I call him and tell him, we start the song, and the song's usually written by the time we hang up. If not, that fucker writes it before I can get a hand in finishing it. So he'll finish it, and I'm like, so before we get off the phone, I have to be like, don't finish this fucking song.
Wait till I get there.
just wait. We'll set up it. We'll do an appointment.
It's in his blood, I guess, huh?
Yeah. It's great.
That's awesome, man. It's good to have people like that around, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of that team we were sort of talking about at the beginning.
Yep.
What is it? There you go.
Ain't that the pot meat kettle?
Oh, man, that's funny. All right, so blunts, bowls, or joints?
I like joints.
Yeah.
I like a bowl because of its convenience.
Yeah.
But the flour tastes better in a fresh paper. Yeah. To me, it does. You know.
Yeah.
Some people are like, it tastes like fucking burnt paper. And I'm like, you gotta get the good shit, man.
It's better than the thing tasting like a cigarette.
Yeah. No, duh. Yeah.
Look, so I don't smoke much, but when I do, I hope it's a paper. She smokes every day.
Yeah.
All day, and like every now and again, I'll hit it with her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope it's rolled in a paper. You know, like I don't want to smoke a blunt.
I mean, I'll smoke a blunt.
Yeah.
You know, but I like the raw cones.
Yeah,
and they're easy. You'd pack them.
Yeah.
And if you really want to get like real fucking high, you better be careful, because if you put that shit in a grinder and then pack your fucking papers, you end up packing like an eighth in the fuckers.
Yeah.
So then by the time you're done, you're like, fuck.
Man, like that.
And it's not leaving for a while, so you may as well either go to sleep or be productive, you know? Yeah.
That's why I can't smoke bowls, man. Because, like, if I hit a bowl, I'm getting too high. Because, you know, where I don't smoke, I hit it one time, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, I hit a bowl, I'm either going to sleep or I'm checking out the windows. Like,
yeah, paranoid as a motherfucker.
Like,
I get it.
Supposed to be here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
wonder what they think about this. Like, knowing outside of your mind, motherfucker, ain't nobody thinking about you right now.
we smoked one time, right? Went to Walmart, and I'm over here high as hell, bro.
Yeah.
I'm one of those highs. You know, like, it's obvious that I'm holding my eyes open real high, and I start looking at the fucking CDs, and I'm like, everybody knows I'm high.
Yeah. Like, that's the worst. That is the worst feeling ever.
Yeah, man. They all knew it, and I knew they knew.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling ever. And not only that, but when you're not high and you think about that, you're like, ain't nobody fucking paying attention to me.
Yeah.
They're they probably high too. You know what I mean? So I get it.
My bad, brother.
No, you good, man.
So there's this new thing that one of the engineers at my studio, we walk in this room the other day, and I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Oh, doing this canagar." I was like, "What is a canagar?" So it's this contraption that's metal that flops over, and you shove a long toothpick like this long in the end of it, all right? And then you put your weed in the grinder, you put it in there, and it has this shove stick, and then you pack it up. And what it does, once you open it up, you pull that out, and it's the weed itself. You don't need no papers, no nothing. And you just light it and smoke it, man.
I will say this, it's an eighth, and it is a bitch to burn.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sure.
compact.
Yeah, it's so you gotta like suck on it.
Yeah, like like a straw.
It doesn't seem like something for your boy over here.
No, it blew my mind though that there was even something like that. But we did end up breaking it up and just rolling blunts out of it. So.
Yeah, no, like I said, I like blunts. Like if there's a bunch of us, you know, if we want to have a fucking smoke fest, let's smoke a blunt.
Yeah.
But you know, if we're about to write or if we're about to whatever, you know, just chill, I'd rather take a joint, hit it a couple times, put it out.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, see, that's when I like to smoke the most, man. Like, I'm no engineer, you know, I have people that do that. But whenever I go in to do my own stuff, I do like to get high, man.
Yeah.
I really do feel like I'm more creative.
Absolutely, 100%.
You know, whether that's true or not,
oh, it is.
I don't know, but
I believe it is.
I feel that way.
I believe it is. I've written some of my best songs stoned off my ass.
Yeah. Mason here is one of my head engineers, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you do this not high? You know, like I hear people's song, I'm like, that's so great, man. How do you do this not smoking weed? 'Cause you don't smoke weed.
Yeah, and to me, a lot of that shit is like so repetitive in the studio. And like before I go in, like to do vocals or something, I usually don't smoke if I'm doing vocals.
Yeah.
Just because I get fucking parrot tongue and I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, if we're going into track or whatever, absolutely. Let's get creative as fuck.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way, man. So how many kids do you have?
2.
2?
Yep.
Do you mind, what's their ages?
One's fixing to be 9, one's fixing to be 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Oh,
so do you see your oldest gravitating into music?
Not really. He likes to sing. He loves music. But he's more into the sports scene right now.
Yeah.
But mine and her daughter, she's just fixing to be 2, and she loves music.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
She like she'll walk into our little front room, and I got a guitar hanging on the wall, and she'll look at it and go, "Song,
yeah,
that song."
She wants you to sing.
And yeah.
That's
and
great.
she like hums along and sings to her TV shows that she watches. But I mean, I'd love it if both of my kids got into music, but I want them to do whatever they want to do. If they want to be a nurse, then be a nurse. If they want to be a fucking poetry writer, then as long as it pays the bills, do it. You know, but just know that if you get into music, it's a long, hard fucking ride. You know, it's not butterflies and rainbows all day.
Yeah.
And there's times when you're fucking broke.
Yeah.
There's times when you're like, fuck, I don't know how I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You know? And then there's times where, you know, shit it's a little better. You know what I mean?
You have times like COVID.
Yeah.
Like how has that affected where you're at right now?
Man, it's making us just push harder right now. Yeah, I mean, last year fucking sucked.
Yeah, man.
Big time.
Crazy.
I mean, big fucking time for all of us. And it was, especially the fucking musicians.
Yeah.
You know, the guys that play on Lower Broadway down there. And I mean, it affected everybody, of course, but, you know, we're talking music right now. So, you know, there was some people that had to give up on their fucking dream and move home.
That's so crazy, man.
Which is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And some of the best players in town, man. I seen a few guys that packed up and left, and I was like, I cannot believe they fucking, you know, they didn't have a choice.
Yeah. Oh man, it's hopefully. Things
But man, you know,
best.
we're pushing harder than we ever have this year. I think I think 21 is going to be a good rest of the year for us.
Yeah.
I think 22 excuse me.
Oh, you're fine.
Be an even better year.
Yeah.
We just get back to fucking normal.
Yeah. It's so unfortunate, but I think the plus side, if we want to try to find a plus side out of any of this, I think for people, such as yourself and people in the music industry, it's gave time to be able to think a little more and come up with more strategic plans.
Yeah.
On how to do things.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I guess if you want to try to look for a plus side, we can always find one.
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate the hospitality, you inviting us on your bus, man, and this has been great.
No doubt, man. Yeah, no problem.
There's a cold wind blowing as the shadows move down the hall, while her memory chills me to the bone. Well, I know this feeling coming on. Well, I know this feeling coming on.